We human beings are not just physical creatures. We have emotions, we are spiritual, and we are energetic. We experience pain to both physical body and emotional, as well as we feel the spiritual negativity or positivity. This can sometimes go beyond from emotional hurting to physical hurting, and that is why today I'm going to talk about causes of emotional damage. If it's your first time here, my name is Irene, and welcome to my new section of PODVLOG, which includes a vlog and a podcast. So let's start with this one. Neglect or rejection is one of the causes of emotional damage, and this can begin from childhood, especially when people are raised by abusive parents, or from a breakup. This can be from friendship or a romantic breakup, and people will tend to reject you or avoid you, and this leads to anger, sadness, which can even lower your self-worth and make you feel that negativity in yourself. And now you start to give yourself negative self-talk. For instance, why did he break up with me? Why do my parents treat me like this? Why did they do what they did to me? So you must start to criticize yourself and think lowly of yourself, and hence you have the emotional damage. Another reason is loss or dramatic stress. So imagine how painful it is leaving your classmates or friendship after graduation. Now think about losing someone very important completely in your life. It shocks and it shatters your world. So this will make you feel the pain, and sometimes could take longer for you to come out of that. So this is one of the reasons or causes of emotional damage. People feel crushed, like I cannot move forward from that. For instance, I normally tend to tell about how I felt when I lost my wallet when I was in secondary school. I didn't feel the need to wake up in the morning, and that was kind of like the end of life. Now, think about someone who has lost their mother, their sister, their husband, or their children. It hurts. Let's talk about guilt and shame. This is very bad. Actually, it is worse because you're your own source of the pain. Like, you cannot blame anyone. And sometimes we just want to feel guilty, or people can make us feel guilty. We say the toxic people will tell you that is how you are. It was your problem. You are the reason for this. And now this has gone into your mind. It has attacked your mental health. Now you are asking yourself and blaming yourself for anything that happened. So now you start feeling unhappy, you're feeling as a misfit, and you blame yourself. So if you may, try as much as you can to forgive yourself and let go of the guilt and shame. Another cause for emotional damage is living in the past. Sometimes we tend to visit our past, especially our past disappointments, our failures, the failed situations, and this is like a scar. The more you pick it, the more it doesn't heal, the more it gets deeper. You're poking a wound. How do you expect that to heal? So it keeps on bringing the pain, it keeps on bringing the emotion damage, and it gets worse when you feel like you can go back and change things. But one thing that we have to know for sure is that this doesn't have to happen. Something happened in the past, and that was for a reason. Just move on from that. Try to see what can I do better to change the situation. Do not dwell onto that. Another cause for emotional damage is failure. As in, have you ever failed? Like, just an exam. How useless did you feel? For example, a person like me, I'm highly competitive, and this is something that I learned from my friend. Yeah, she told me, like, you're highly competitive, but you don't know it, because it is not an unhealthy way. It's just you versus you. So that is actually the worst, because if you're competing with other people, you can actually try to look for the inferior and compare with your situation and feel good about it. But when it is you versus you, you feel to put it all on yourself. And this is when you start to blame yourself and you start to feel like you're responsible for everything that is going on in your life. So that lowers your self-worth and it makes you feel guilt, because I remember I was supposed to redo that class again. Now I could think, what do the people think of me once they see me back in that class? Especially my teachers, knowing how I performed, knowing the person that I am. Now to see me there again. And then I started blaming myself. I was like, you could have done better. What if you did this and that? This wouldn't be the situation. So let's try as much as we can to learn from our failures and try as much as because as human beings, failure is inevitable. Somewhere, some way, you're going to fail, and don't let that hold you down. Another cause for emotional damage is loneliness. The more you segregate yourself, or you feel segregated, because sometimes we feel like people are pushing us away, people have neglected us, people have cut us off from their lives, and then you build this world around you. Now you do not welcome anyone, and you feel like you can do everything by yourself. Even if it's hurting, you feel that is where you belong and that's where you should be. Some people feel like misfits, so they tend to go for loneliness or being lonely, and this is really bad. And the more you want to stay there, you don't open up, and this is a challenge because you are avoiding possible interactions and you don't want to open up new chances. Let's talk, for instance, from a breakup. You don't open up for new people. You don't want to talk to people anymore. You feel like it's going to be the same experience that you had in the past, which is actually very wrong. Let's try as much as we can. Once you feel like you are not emotionally well, try to find something that can cheer you up, something that can make you not stay in the same place. Go out, see other people. It gets worse when you hide yourself in the room, in your own room or in your own house. You can actually have bad thoughts like suicide. You can have bad thoughts like very crazy ideas must be going through your mind. So try as much as you can to heal first and then go for other ways. And if you're a person that is struggling with emotional damage, or you're feeling hurt, pain, and you don't know what to do, try as much as you can to find help. This could be by going to therapy or talking to someone, or try as much as you can to mix with other people. Find any sort of distraction that can help you and get out of that bubble, because the more it builds up, the more it damages you. You might or might not know of it, and sometimes you might enjoy the pain that you feel and feel like it's okay. Maybe this is how life is supposed to be. Darling, that is not how your life was meant to be. And in case you know someone who is struggling, be the person to make the change. Get out there and help someone. You don't have to be really involved, because people don't really want people in their lives and issues, especially when you're not welcomed. But try to find a way that you can cheer someone up in a day. And that is why they say Go easy on people. You never know what someone is going through, what people have been through, because sometimes these traumas, like we said, are built from a young age. So if we can be the best and better ambassadors, that would really work like magic. And that marks the end of this video. I hope it can help someone. I hope you and I can help someone out there. And until next time, my name is Irene and I love you so much. I wish you a good day. Please do not forget to share, subscribe, and comment. Let us know what other solutions we can use, because the point is not to learn about the causes, but also how can we solve the problem of emotional damage, which sounds like a weakness in the world that we are living in right now, which sounds like a secret, something that someone has to hide for the rest of their lives. Bye.